What's going on, guys? So, obviously, you see I've changed my outfit, and this is in context for the video that I'm putting out right now. And this is specifically a message to my Muslim brothers. And this is something that I've been thinking about a lot, but not a lot of people talk about this enough. And it's this concept of remembrance, zikr. And that's something that a lot of people they just kind of they push it off and they're just like, oh, what are you talking about? That's not important at all. We have such bigger issues that we need to worry about. Um, you couldn't be more incorrect about that. The reason dhikr is such an important cornerstone of being Muslim is that it programs our mind in a certain way, among the many other benefits. Obviously, the main benefit that we derive from it is remembering Allah. I mean, that's like that. That alone is the reason why we should do it. But another reason why it's such an emphasized thing that we do in our deen is because of mm, orienting ourselves to Allah and to the reality of life constantly. That's why the five daily prayers, they're the five daily prayers, because we need that reminder all the time. That's why, things like the morning, remembrances and the evening remembrances, and just like we're reciting Quran on a frequent basis. That's why we do it so much. And to someone on the outside, they might see it as like, oh, like you guys, like you Muslims are so like your gods demand so much out of you. And yes, that's the truth. Because you have to understand that in especially in our present moment, the messaging that's out there in terms of societal messaging and just like the kinds of like subconscious marketing and messaging that goes out in terms of music and just like media and all this kind of stuff, it programs your mind, it orients your mind in a certain way, and that's away from Allah, from God. So the reason why dhikr is so important, especially as as a Muslim man, as a masculine Muslim man, is because you always want your focus to be on reality, on life, on the thing, on the things in life that are set in stone and they're absolutely true. Because if you as a man are operating off subjective and just like feels and vibes and all this kind of stuff, then you're easily swayed. Like anything can sway you. And this is going to be a short reminder. I'm not going to make such a long video out of this. Um, but that's the reason why dhikr is so important. So if you are feeling like I I know what I'm all about, but I just don't feel convinced enough about it, or I'm just like not. I don't feel like as connected to Allah. I just feel kind of distant. Then just go hard on zikr. Start with something just like saying the name of Allah, 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 saying La ilaha illallah, saying Astaghfirullah, which is I seek the forgiveness of Allah. Like these are things that are prescribed in the Sunnah, and they were done by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam like constantly, and he taught the companions to do these things, because these are the hacks to life. If we were to really truly appreciate what these remembrances and just saying these words does for us, like we would not stop saying, we would not stop remembering Allah. And the final point that I want to mention on this is that the only thing that the people of paradise will regret once they get into paradise, and may Allah admit all of us into paradise, is the moments in which they did not remember Allah. Because once we've passed the barrier and we've gone to the afterlife, that's when we truly start to understand what life was all about. It wasn't about the material possessions. It wasn't about like, having these certain things set up in life and having the money and the car and all this kind of stuff. No, it was all about what did I do to become a better Muslim and someone who is pleasing to Allah. That's really what life is all about. There are various ways to go about it for sure, but it always comes back to the mention and the remembrance of Allah. That's something that is required of us. And the more we tap into it and the more we really take advantage of it, it benefits us. Because an important aspect of Islamic creed is that God does not need us. He does not need us at all. We are we are blessed to be able to worship him. Like that's a mindset that we need to have. So short reminder on this, like I know a lot of my other videos are just like kind of telling you to get up and take action and stop being weak and stuff. But I want to put out this Islamic messaging as well, because a lot of creators out there, they either shy away from the religion for some weird reason, or they just aren't connected to enough and they can't speak to it because it's not something that is deeply important to them. But it is important to me, and that's For the people who resonate with me, who understand what Islam is and want to develop themselves not only as men but also as Muslim men, then I hope this video is helpful to you. My action step for you, the thing that you want to walk away from this, is just start remembering Allah. Just say His name. Just start saying that, or look into the Sunnah and start looking at remembrances which resonate with you in your current situation in life, and just start there. There's no barrier to entry. There's nothing that you need to do. Just start remembering Allah, and as the Hadith, the Qudsi says, where the Prophet ﷺ, he speaks, but it's Allah's words, or I'm sorry, it's Allah's words, but the Prophet ﷺ is relating to us what God has said, where He says that if you walk towards me, I'll come running to you, and that's such a beautiful metaphor, because we only have to start, and Allah already starts to bring blessings and openings into our life. So, my brothers, start there, start remembering Allah, and I promise you, your life will start changing for the better.